Friendly Neighborhood Gamer here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be going over an awesome dungeon farm that works really well. For me, I was able to get the butcher to spawn 3 times in a row from going into this certain dungeon. It's amazing for XP and loot, so we will get into that in just a sec. But really quickly, before we get into the video, I want to shout out to some of the subscribers to the channel, so I'll show you guys some love here. Thank you, Sweet GPT, Ben Edith, Crimson _Notable, Fenna Dub, Vlad Shoots, SSJ Lacefield, and Booyah Pascal. Thank you all so much for subbing to the channel. I really appreciate it, so thank you guys. Now with that said, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So the dungeon that we're going to be farming is going to be the Belfry Zakara, and in order to get here, you're going to want to make your way over to the town of Blackwater. That's going to be the closest town, and then you're going to want to make your way over to this area on the map. Now this dungeon is really awesome. The mobs are really solid, and you can farm them really fast and really easy, and that's why I love it. And for me, I actually had, like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, the butcher spawned for me 3 times in a row, plus I had a goblin spawn down here as well. And what's also nice about this is it's super fast and easy to do. The first 2 objectives are really easy. All you have to do is kill Obel with an elite guarding it and some other enemies, which you can possibly get legendaries from that as well, but it is very easy to do and super fast to do in this first part of the dungeon. And like the task says, destroy the drowned bell. It is not talking about the elite guarding the bell, it's talking about the bell itself, just to be clear. And then once you hurry and do both of those, that's where we get to the better elite farm, which is in the second part of the dungeon. So hurry and go find that second bell once you're done with the first one, and then we can move on to the second part of the dungeon. Now this dungeon has been really lucky for me as far as farming legendaries and other items. This has been a really great dungeon. I don't know if the loot drop is higher in here, I know it's just all chance, but it seems to me like this is a better spawn rate for this dungeon, and it's just a regular dungeon, not even a nightmare dungeon. And for the butcher to spawn 3 times in a row in this dungeon is simply crazy. So for me, the luck has been really good with this certain dungeon, and with the mobs that you get from the elites in the second part is really awesome as well. So like in the first part of the dungeon, you're going to come to the second part after you've killed the bells, and then you're going to find the giant mobs of elites. And lucky enough for me, on my first mob, I was able to find the butcher, and luckily there was a conduit shine right there. Thank goodness, because it takes a minute to fight him. His AI is a little bit dumb if you go around objects. You can kind of play ring around the rosies with him. However, it is kind of a fun fight, but it's also very frustrating. And what I like to do as well is I usually save the shrines just in case I do run into the butcher. So I usually save those just in case I need a backup plan, just in case it does go south. So I usually save the shrines just in case the butcher does show up. It is extremely helpful to defeat him quickly. So you're just going to go through the rest of this dungeon, find those 2 to 3 mobs. So there should be 2 giant mobs with elites in them, and then you're going to, of course, find the second part of the dungeon boss. So technically 3 mobs of enemies, kill them, and then leave the dungeon and repeat the process, and it will yield you pretty good results. Also, one thing I did want to mention as well, I did lose some of the earlier clips. I was at a lower level in the beginning of the video. Now I'm at a higher level at the end of the video because my video recording software decided to conk out on me and I lost some of the videos. So this was just a couple hours later of me farming the same dungeon, and the mobs were awesome, and I was able to get a lot of legendary loot. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If you do have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. Hopefully this works out for you, and hopefully you have really good luck farming this, because I certainly have. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys next time.
Energy.